Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be super fun because I'm going to be telling you the exact steps on how to sculpt your eyebrows and apply false lashes. So if that's something you have been completely struggling with and you'd like a few tips, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to start with the eyebrows. I use the little NYX spoolie double end. So I use the spoolie end to brush out my hairs and just kind of get them going in the direction that I'd like them to be going in. Typically, my eyebrow hairs aren't super crazy as long as they've been waxed recently. Doing your eyebrows like this actually helps you to not have to go there as much. So if you're completely against waxing, I would reconsider. Just try it out because it helps you figure out what your natural shape is and the natural color, because the color can actually be skewed based on whether your hairs are completely unruly and grown out. They can look darker or lighter than what they actually are. Also, when you get them waxed, a lot of times it helps your eyebrows look fuller already, which makes no sense because they're taking hair away. But it does help it look sculpted and fuller than it does when they're wild and crazy. When I'm using the spoolie and brushing it up, usually it's these hairs right in here that get kind of long. They grow faster than the rest, I'm not sure why. And if that happens to you, then just go ahead and pick up one of these at your local drugstore. It's just a little pair of snipper scissors. And you can brush this up and then snip, snip to make them level again. That's my grooming tips. Now I'm going to be going into my ABH. I started saying ABH because my sister made me feel self-conscious about saying Anastasia. And I understand that if anyone who doesn't actually know anything about makeup sees me trying to pronounce that name, they're like, it's Anastasia, Rachel, get it right. But she doesn't pronounce it that way. But still, even though I know that I'm right, it feels awkward to say it because I feel like people are sitting there judging me and thinking I don't know how to speak English. Anyways, so my ABH pomade, it looks like this on the cap. And that's my shade. So I'm in the shade Ebony. And all I do is dip this a little tiny bit in. And then I actually, you can see inside of my cap that I wipe it off in there. You don't have to wipe all the product off, but you do want to wipe a lot of it off so that it's not like a black streak that you're putting onto your eyebrows. And the amount of product that you pick up depends on how intense that you want your eyebrows to look. This product is like super duper creamy and I love it, and it's great for me because I have super dark hair and I like to make my eyebrows dramatic and thick and dark looking. If you don't want your eyebrows to look dramatic, I don't think I would suggest using a creamy consistency. I'd probably just go with a pencil. I might purchase the Brow Wiz and see if I can create maybe a softer look with that for people who have a lighter shade of hair or just want their eyebrows to look a little more natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this in my mirror but also stay in frame. So this is gonna be a little bit challenging. Sometimes I pull it out just a little bit in order for my eyebrows to look a little bit longer. Okay, so I drug that line. I drug the line right here. Darken it up just a little. And then I'm going to take this angled edge and just swipe upward. And go along with the angle of my hair. So like in this section it starts to go that way. So I'm pushing my brush that way. But up here they're straight. So I'm going to go along with that. Just like error control, so you just kind of go through any like bald spots you see and like weird areas you can just fill in. I typically don't pick up any extra product for this part of it. If I didn't take quite enough product, then maybe I will go back in a little bit more. It really just depends on the way that you want it to look. That's the hardest trick to learn about doing your eyebrows, is that everybody's is gonna be different. So you can follow general rules, but even if you're following this tutorial right now, yours aren't gonna turn out looking the way that mine look, because you have a different shape, you have a different thickness, probably a different color. And you're always gonna have one eyebrow that wants to behave and one eyebrow that's like, we're gonna go crazy. So you just kind of have to roll with it. Try to get them as close to matching as you can, but if you can't do that, c'est la vie, my friends. C'est la vie. Okay. And a lot of times when I'm going in with my second eyebrow, I just dip back into the stuff I just wiped off and use that for my other eyebrow. No matter what I do, this one always comes out looking darker than this one. But next up is gonna be my eyelashes. And I think I've told you in like 50 videos already, but the eyelashes that I use are the brand Ardell, which is just a drugstore brand. It's the Ardell Wispies, and most of the time you can find them in a pack of 5. They're sold at Ulta and stuff like that, but you can find them just at your local Walmart. The sweet thing about this is that I think they cost like $7, maybe $5 to $7, somewhere around that price range. And you get 5 sets. And I personally, because I take care of them, I can usually reuse mine up to about 4 or 5 times a piece. So you're basically getting like 25 uses out of a pack of 5 for only like $5. We'll put one little tiny layer of mascara onto the eyelashes, the upper eyelashes. Okay, that's all you need right there. I don't know if you can see it, but just that little bit is good enough. I like to just wiggle them a little bit like this. And then, okay guys, 100% recommend black duo glue. If you use white glue right now, like the squirt bottle, oh my gosh, what a hassle. I didn't even realize how much of a hassle and a pain and ridiculous it was that I was using white glue. It doesn't dry clear if you put too much on. You have to like redo your makeup if you get it up a little bit too high, because then it like cakes on. It looks so stupid. It's not liquidy, it's like gunky. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I didn't switch to black sooner, but so thankful I did. The wand looks like this, so it's like super thin. The glue is like wicked liquidy. It's wonderful. You just paint it onto the strip like a little paintbrush. You don't need a ton because this glue is really, really tacky as well. Very good. And I just swivel it some more and blow. When you twirl it like that, it takes on the natural shape of your eye. So obviously your eye is curved. So if you're bending it like that, you're working it into the position that it needs to be in. And oh my gosh, I've tried such stiffer, terrible eyelashes, and these are fabulous. Typically, I apply these with my fingertips. I take a mirror, like so, and I hold it down, okay? So I shift my head down, and so my eyes drop as well, and then I just, boop, place them right on. But today, because I'm assuming most of the people that are watching this are not used to putting eyelashes on, otherwise you wouldn't be watching a tutorial. So I am gonna use tweezers today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the eyelashes right in the center, because the placement of the eyelash is the most important part. So you want to center it, so you should have the most force on that part of the eyelash. So you want the tweezers right in the center, so that when you're looking down, you can plop them right where you want them to go. Hopefully this is close enough for you guys to see it well. Then I drop it and drag it over to the spots I want it in. This is so much harder than the way that I typically do it. See how that just like really extends my own eyelashes, and it just kind of brings it up because I have hooded eyes. All of my makeup is like down underneath, so this eyelash just comes up into that untouched area where there's no makeup, but they don't overtake my face. I don't like eyelashes that just completely overtake my face. Unless I'm going out and it's late at night or like an extravagant wedding or something, I typically just use the most natural looking lashes that I can find with my own eye shape. And these work so beautifully. You can see how well they fit to my own lash line as well. I don't have to trim them. I don't have to adjust them in any kind of way. I don't have to trim them like inward, and I don't have to trim the lashes themselves. Why would you go through all that extra work when you can find lashes that just fit automatically? I'm gonna do this one off camera, and then I'll come back and just show you how I blend my natural lashes in with my false lashes using mascara. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So now what I'm gonna do is show you how I blend my natural lashes into my fake eyelashes, because you don't really wanna see that gap. You don't wanna see the division between your natural lashes and your falsies. So what I do is I focus on the outer corner. I just look down and I just shimmy my natural lashes into my false lashes. Very gently, because you don't want to displace the falsies that you just applied. All right. So that's our full brow and eyelash tutorial. Alright guys, that concludes this video. I hope this was helpful, and if there's still a few things that you're unclear on, then just go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below, because I'd love to help you out. I'm hoping that I went through all of the typical steps that I would go through myself. And be looking for my videos. I keep promising them and then keep not delivering, but I promise they're on their way. I'm going to be doing a brush cleaning video as well as a 10 facts about me video, and then eventually I'm going to be doing a Zenith bed review. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.